Hello. Here is the presentation of Dr. Zacher. Bode-aided design. Do you know how to adjust a controller for a closed loop with the frequency response? First, you should connect the plant to a sinus wave generator and to an oscilloscope. There are two options of design: classical method and flash method. The flash method was proposed by Dr. Zacher in his book. This method, which is called Bode-aided design, has significant advantages against classic. But first I will show you the classical method.
The sinus wave generator gives the harmonical input signal with the magnitude of 2 and the frequency of 0.2. The magnitude of the output signal and the phase will be measured and put in the Bode plot.
It is the first point par in the Bode plot. After that we repeat the experiment for the next frequency. This time it is 0.7. The second point par is shown in the Bode plot. Two measurements are not enough to build the whole Bode plot, so we repeat experiments for the next frequency of 2.0. Now we can follow nearly the Bode plot. But the number of points is not enough to build the whole Bode plot, so we increase the frequency till 5.0. As you have seen, the magnitude by the frequency 5.0 was very small, so that is no sense to increase further the frequency. We repeat the experiment for more 2 frequencies and the result is shown in the Bode plot. As you've seen, we have done 6 experiments to build the Bode plot completely. The next step of the classic control adjustment is to approximate the Bode plot to define the transfer function of the plant. It is shown in the next figures without comments. As far as the transfer function of the plant is identified, we can do the next step of the control design, namely we calculate the transfer function G0 of the open loop with the PI controller. Finally, the controller parameters are defined. We can simulate the closed loop with these parameters, or we can apply the real controller. The classic procedure of the controller design with body plot is finished. Note please how many operations we need to do for it. 6 experiments with measurements, then the approximation of Bode plot. After that follows the identification of the plant, and finally the controller parameters will be calculated. Now let us compare the number of operations according to the flash method, developed by the Dr. Zacher. Only one measurement, no approximation, no identification. And after that, directly calculation of the controller parameters upon single point par of Bode plot. Impossible, but it is true.
Here is an example of the flash method. Let us take only one measurement from 6 experiments, which were done before. Immediately begins the calculation of the controller parameters upon this par of points. It is shown in the following without comments.
That's all about flash method, which was developed by Dr. Zacher and called Bode-aided design. Thank you for attention.